Hi, I'm Ollie from Techable, and today we're going to be looking at the £99 laptop from GeoBook. I'm super excited, I've literally just got it, I haven't opened the box, so let's get into it. So, as I say, I've literally not got into the box yet, but before I do, so this is the GeoBook 2E, or I think GE127. I don't really know what those serial numbers mean or the differentiation, but this is basically an education laptop. It runs Windows 10 Education, so we'll have a look at some of the limitations maybe on that as well. But yeah, super excited, so let's get into it. First things actually I'd say, the box is a lot sturdier than I thought it would be. Seems like pretty lame thing to do, review cardboard, but having had a few Dell and Lenovo laptops in my time come in like really quite terrible packaging, it's quite refreshing to see such a budget device come in something a little bit more substantial. And actually, just getting into it, first thing you notice is the packing foam. Oh, not bad. I mean, there's not a lot of it, but the packing foam itself is good. I mean, this is the kind of, the good stuff might be a strong thing to say, but it's the stuff that will keep it relatively protected. That's obviously the laptop. And then, what else do we have in here? We have the tiniest amount of paperwork in the world, and we also have a charging brick with other things, thank goodness, because I was a little worried there. So, charging brick, yes, very good. The actual plug itself. I'll tell you what, let's look at the paperwork, because that is fascinating to me. That is such little paperwork. I feel like they've gone for a less is more approach. Thank you. Thank you, GeoBook. Oh wow, is this just one? Wow. Wow. That, I don't even know, that's not a standard format, that's just very small. Some warnings, some things you got to be careful of, blah blah blah. Okay, we'll yeah, maybe we'll need that later, who knows. But the laptop itself, exciting. So better not rub my laptop too aggressively. Oh wow, that's interesting. So first things first, the £99 laptop has this like soft touch. Is that like a cover, or is that the actual plastic? It's like a soft touch plastic, but all the way round. So that's super interesting. It's already kind of, this is just straight out the box, and it's kind of already a tiny bit scuffed. I don't know if scuffed is the right word, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, just from a first glance, it feels better than I thought it would feel. I remember kind of £200–300 laptops from a few years ago, and frankly the plastic on the outside felt like the kind of thing it should have been packaged in, let alone made of. It's got these rubber feet on the bottom, which only slightly softer touch than the soft touch plastic on the outside, but yeah, again, they feel relatively good quality. Taking a look at the I/O, so we've got a micro SD there, we've got a audio jack, it's not a given nowadays, as well as a USB 3.0, I think that is there. On the other side, another USB, a power cable, a micro HDMI, and then the USB-C, which I believe gives power. I don't know, I'd have to double check that. I'll try charging it through there in a minute actually before I turn it on. And then the micro SSD, it's only up to 64 gigs, which yeah, you know, the less said about that, the better. But you know, if you do want to be able to transport data between devices, say if you are a teacher and you're using this for school, or even a student, I suppose, you want to take information from the school computer, put it onto your laptop, take it home, you know, test results, whatever. Like, you can do that. In terms of the shell of the laptop, I mean, it doesn't feel too thick actually, and it's obviously not heavy. I mean, if it would need to be more premium to be heavy, but I think it comes out at about 1.2 kilos, or I don't know, what's that in magic pounds? Probably about 2.5, 2.6, something like that. But I mean, it's not, like, it's portable. It's a small thing. It's a 12.5-inch laptop. The bezels on the inside are chonky, and I think, to be honest, when you're dealing with a 12.5-inch laptop, you probably want the bezels to be chonky, because otherwise you're going to struggle to fit a keyboard. The keyboard is roomy. Like, it's got enough space for me to type. It's actually not a million miles different in size if I get them right next to each other to the MacBook Air keyboard. They're probably about the same size and not a too dissimilar layout. I mean, I think generally ultra portable laptops now have a pretty similar footprint. I mean, putting those two side by side, given that there's 800–900 dollars, pounds difference in price. The footprint's actually very similar. I mean, obviously the materials are very different, but they kind of function in a very similar way, at least from a very large distance. The soft feel plastic weirdly doesn't go on the inside as well. I don't know why that is. Generally, most products, especially laptops that have soft touch plastic, have that on the inside, but this just has pretty cheap feeling plastic on the inside and a pretty cheap feeling touchpad as well, which has, wow, there is just nothing in those top left and right hand corners. That is not happening. I mean, the click's fairly, yeah, it's okay at the bottom, but yeah, at the top, woohoo, nothing there. Keys themselves feel cheap, but you know, relatively solid. There's a lot of deck flex, you can see that. But it's, again, it's not like, it's pretty damn bad, but it's not like as bad as I thought it could be. Like, I thought this could be truly horrendous, but like in terms of deck flex, oh wow, okay. Yeah, the deck flex is, it's fairly rigid when it's closed, in fairness. Like, it's pretty solid. And as I say, like, it doesn't feel awful. The soft touch plastic, I've kind of got used to it now, but the soft touch plastic is okay. I mean, it's a fingerprint magnet, you can see, and I mean, it's already getting pretty scuffed just by handling it for like a few minutes, but it's okay. Like, remember, this is £99. Like, for £99, this is fully acceptable. This is great. It's got a webcam, so we'll try that out, as well as the microphone. So we'll see what that looks like. Ooh, booting, Geo. So a little bit about the company while this is just turning itself on. So Geo is a UK-based business which largely deals in, well, the cheaper end of laptops. From what I can tell, they do a lot for businesses and education. Obviously, the 2E is an education laptop, so it's going to come with an addition of Windows 10 for education. This laptop is thinking very hard about turning on. I mean, we can't expect too much from this. It's got an Intel Celeron N3450 chip, so I'm not expecting this to be fast, but I think the real question is, how usable is a £99 laptop? I mean, for a long time, £99 would either get you some weird, mysterious thing from China and you just don't know what's going to turn up, or it's going to get you a pretty bad Chromebook. The fact that you can get a Windows 10 laptop for £99 is kind of exciting. Well, the touchpad's definitely not Windows precision, but I don't think we were expecting that really. It's not terribly precise at the best of times, but I mean, it works, it's doing the job. Ooh. If not causing a bit of pain every time I have to click. And I can't get over that. That is the middle, and you look at the whole keyboard go. So the screen itself, it's a TN panel. It's not fantastic. I have no idea what the maximum brightness of this screen is. It's not listed anywhere on the spec. It is not bright. I would not use this going outside. It's bright enough, I can see it here, you know, everything is readable to me, but it's certainly not bright enough that I would take this out on my travels. I have to say that the typing experience can be best described as plasticky. This screen is properly washed out. It's not going to be the absolute optimal experience for, say, viewing media or something like that, but, you know, it's passable. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's up there. One thing you can tell while using this, I mean, it is slow. Like right now, I think we're so used to modern processors being able to deal with most things relatively well that it's been a very long time since I've used a computer which chugs at just opening a web page. I talked in my video recently about the M2 MacBook Air and how, you know, the M2 is great, it's more powerful, but realistically nowadays, who cares? Like, most laptop processors can handle most everyday tasks. This is reminding me that not all laptop processors can handle everyday tasks. But I'm on YouTube. SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro is this as loud as they go? Being the first headset to bridge the gap between quality gaming peripheral and on-the-go audio accessory. I mean, there's a lot of everything being lost there. It's pretty tinny, it's a very hollow sound, but it's loud enough that you can hear them in a room that's very quiet, like this one. Maybe at a push it'd be okay for in the classroom with a bunch of kids, but kids are quite noisy, so they'd probably drown that out pretty quickly as well. I'm nicking a video from a well-known tech channel because I didn't think this far ahead and I didn't plan something good myself, so let's try a bit of crab rave. It's not amazing, but it's a little bit louder than I thought it would be. And how about we try the M1 MacBook Air? Yeah, that's quite a lot better. It's a bit of a massacre, really. I mean, look, obviously this is better, but just remember, you can get 10 of these for the price you could get one of these. So, you know, it's a lot better, but it should be a lot better, but it is a lot better. Oh my God, that clicking. Oh, come on, there we go, close. Oh, just about. So in terms of specs, the GeoBook 2e comes with Windows 10 Education, which I've talked about. It's got a 12.5 HD display, which isn't true HD, but what you're gonna do. It's got a 64 gig eMMC hard drive, so I mean, it's functional, but it's kind of the absolute base level of what you'd want in a portable device. It's not gonna be quick. 4 gigabytes of DDR3, 4 RAM, I'll add that in post. But okay, I mean, the specs aren't great, we weren't expecting them to be great, but what I find really interesting about this, for £99, the amount of stuff you get in here. So you are getting USB-C, you're getting 2 USB-As. The USB-C, by the way, comes with power delivery, so you can charge it through USB-C. There are still some more expensive premium laptops you cannot do that through. That's kind of mad to me. Wow, I was playing around with this for maybe 20-25 minutes, and this soft touch plastic is already looking pretty beat up. It's just a really weird design choice. Like, it's not even the fact that it's not great soft touch plastic, I don't expect it to be, but at least put the soft touch plastic on the inside, where at the worst case scenario, okay, it scuffs up the inside a little bit, but the outside kind of seems okay. I mean, this is already getting beaten to crap. So remember, this is supposed to be for teachers and students on the education market. So the idea, especially with COVID, that there were a lot of people who were trapped at home who may not have had access to a computer, or at least a computer with a webcam. This would have been really handy. Okay, so I'm going to record a little bit on the webcam, just see what that looks like. I mean, that is so dark. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why. The fidelity's actually not awful for £100 laptop. It's not that bad. But yeah, I don't know why this is so dark. Also, I imagine the microphone doesn't sound great. I can't hear it, but I'll play that back to myself in a second. In fairness, that's not that bad, actually. I was expecting the microphone quality to be a lot worse, as well as the camera quality to be, in fairness, I was expecting that to be pretty terrible as well. But both are better than I would expect in a laptop of this price. So, as a education version, apparently you can't use Cortana, which just kills me because, I mean, Cortana is a central part of my workload, just like everyone else, right? Right? I mean, I have to say the performance isn't great, like it isn't amazing, and oh my God, that trackpad would drive me mad. But like, fundamentally, this works, and I don't know why that maybe surprises me so much that GeoBooks sell a product that works, but like, in my head, £99 for a laptop, I was worried I was just gonna get some jank, just something that might not even have started. But from what I can see, this kind of delivers everything it promises. Not the most polished or spectacular product that you're ever gonna get, but something that works for a really low price. And it's really important to look at value devices like this, especially at the moment with the cost of living rise. Like, there are a huge amount of people right now who might need to buy a new laptop because theirs has died, or they need it for school or university or whatever. And they don't have access to the funds to go out and buy something like a MacBook Air. There are a huge amount of people that fit that bill. So having access to something like this is fantastic. It gives people access to tools which allow them to study, to work, to do the things that they need to do. And I think that's really great. So in truth, the GeoBook 2e isn't like terrible. I mean, it does a perfectly functional job of being a cheap entry-level laptop that gives people access to tools they may not otherwise have. So that's been my quick unboxing of the GeoBook 2e. If you like this video, please give us a like because it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more great videos like this. I've got some really great stuff lined up, especially stuff looking at kind of more value tech orientated options and just how far along the value sector of the market is coming. So yeah, look forward to that. I've been Ollie at Techable, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.